Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick video for you guys. I was going to include this in my meal prep, but because it's such an amazing recipe and it's so super easy and it's delicious, I'm going to just include it in one video for you guys. So this is going to be like a creamy cheese sauce, sort of like Velveeta if you melt Velveeta. But as we know, Velveeta has a lot of bad things that they add to it, and there's carbs and all that stuff. So I'm going to show you guys a really, really good recipe and a good trick to help your cheese sauce or other things that contain a high fat not to separate. So first we're going to start off. I took one of these blocks. I picked this up from Stop and Shop. It is extra sharp cheddar cheese. It says it's 24 ounces. After I shredded all of it and put it into plates and weighed it, it was 23.4 ounces. So a little bit less than that. It's not really a big deal. I'm going to be using this Land O'Lakes light cream. And I was going to do the whole whipping cream, but in my area, the store that sells some heavy whipping cream, it had carbs in it. So I'm trying to get this as low carb as we can. So you're going to need the cheese, whatever cheese you want. I used, of course, that block I just showed you, and it's extra sharp. Light cream or heavy whipping cream. You can use milk. You can use broth. Whatever you guys want the base to be. And then this is the secret ingredient. This is called sodium citrate. And I actually found this recipe. I make a little bit of a bigger amount, but I found this from the guy who has the channel Serious Keto. His name's Steve. He has amazing recipes. He has a voice of like, he should be doing movies or radio. But anyways, it's sodium citrate. And this magic stuff just goes in, and this helps it not to separate. So you will need a whisk. You will need some sort of a pan. You're going to turn on your pan on a little bit higher heat just to get this starting to get hot to melt the cheese. I'm going to add the light cream. I'm going to use the whole bottle or the whole can or whatever you're going to use. This is actually a versatile recipe too that you could go ahead and add things into it. Like you can add chilies, you can add some kind of meat if you wanted. I mean, it really, it really can go for so much. But so I'm going to put this sodium citrate in, and I'm going to use about, because of the amount that I'm making, I'm going to use about 1.5 tablespoons. And so first what you want to do, even before this starts getting hot, is you want to just whisk around that sodium citrate. That's going to go in first, and you just want to whisk it around to make sure that it dissolves. This is like by far, we have been eating this cheese on everything. I have eaten this cheese on a baked sweet potato. I've had it as a little bit of drizzle on a fish taco or a beef taco. We basically put it on everything. I'll have a burger tonight, and I'll be having it with a sweet potato, and I'm going to put a little bit on each one. It is just so good. I really am so thankful to Steve over at Serious Keto for sharing it. He does have a lot of great things on his channel, different ways to make chaffles and things that I never thought of. You don't have to be keto, you could be low carb, but in any event, this is what we're using. And I think by the time I'm done here, I think there will probably be about 25 servings of this, because you don't really need a lot. If you're using it as a dipping sauce, like I use it like a queso, and I use it with my Quest chips, the taco chips. I do that, and that makes it really, really good. But you don't need a lot. So I'm guessing there's 25 servings. I did make a recipe on my Fitness Pal, which I will include below in the stats, in the description box. And I'll let you guys know exactly what I get for the stats. Bella, come and take that. Is that the dog's toy? Oh, it is. Okay, sorry. I have a little puppy here, and she sometimes takes the kids' toys and wants to.
It's not, it's a glove.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Oh, you better get it. It's Daddy's glove. And so sometimes she'll take toys, gloves, socks, whatever she finds all around. That's my daughter over there. So yeah, it's about 4:40 in the afternoon. I'm going to be getting ready to make dinner, but I really wanted to bring this to you guys, how to do this. I have it, the heat is on high right now. There's really nothing going on. Basically, it's just sitting here, it's bubbling a little, but probably it's from me mixing up the sodium citrate. This stuff I found on Amazon. It was fairly cheap. I think it was $9 for probably about this much of the bag, if you guys can see that. But it's very, yeah, sodium citrate. This is great. We use it in different things if we know that it's a high fat content and we don't want it like gravies or things like that that we make, and we don't want it to go ahead and become separated. That will do it. It could be used in foods and drinks, whatever it is that when things separate, that actually stops it from separating. You don't want to let it get too hot before you start adding the cheese in. You want it to be a little bit. Of course, this was in the refrigerator, so it's, you know, cold, but we're gonna put a little bit of cheese in, and then we will just whisk it around little by little until the cheese melts. Oh, Bella, she got something else. And yeah, I can see it starting to come a little bit, not a boil or anything. You can just tell it's starting to get a little bit. I'm going to turn it down now to medium heat. I have it on 6. Let's see. I'll add a little bit more cheese and whisk this in. So it's basically that block basically took up 3 platefuls of weighing it on my kitchen scale. So let's just whisk this around, and hopefully this is going to be enough cheese. I have a feeling looking at it that it might not be thick enough, and so in that event then I'll take the other block and I will do that. I'll do the other block and shred it. So we'll see, because it's still very liquidy, but of course, you know, as time goes on and it's melting, it does become a little thicker. So maybe next time I should try half half of the cream. But I mean, we use it so often, this will only probably last about a week with everybody using it. Yeah, so it's still, you know, pretty liquidy in here. I'm gonna go ahead and add the third one. Let's see. Yeah, I didn't want to wait and keep you guys waiting too long, even though I just put a video out. I definitely wanted to bring you this video because this is a game changer. It's just one of those things that you're kind of like, you know, when you're craving something like a liquid cheese would be used for, whether that would be in a meat mixture, on tacos, things like that. So I'm just going to let this keep going, and it looks like I may need some more cheese. Let's see. I mean, it's liquidy enough that I would want it to be a little thicker. And I could go ahead and put in, of course, some, if I wanted to thicken it up, I could put in some of the thickeners that my husband uses, xanthan gum. Let me just plug in my phone, because it's, of course, sorry about that, guys. Dropped the phone. Everything went crazy. So I did end up shredding about another half of this block, and it came out to a total of 36.7 ounces of cheese. And I've just been whisking this here, and you can feel that it's a little bit thicker. I had lowered the heat down to like 2, just kept whisking it, and it's going to thicken as it's just sitting here. I turn the burner off for now, and then I'm just going to wait for it to solidify a little bit more. It smells amazing. You can use any cheese you want. The last time we did it, we used cheddar. and I'm going to enjoy this cheese over, I have a burger cooking, one of these organic beef burgers that I got, 100% grass-fed, and you keep them frozen until you're ready to make them. So I'm gonna have that with a sweet potato on the side, with some of this cheese on top, and it should be amazing. So I hope you guys didn't mind that I just jumped on here and gave you a quick video with this cheese sauce. You guys are gonna love it. And until next time.